there, this is Caitlin from Bandy's Books. I am here to do reading sprints today. Sorry, I know these were originally scheduled at 1 p.m. My leadership experience that I was at for the last few days ran a bit long this morning, and I had to stop into my store and check in on my way back. And so I just got tied up a little longer than intended, but I am here now, and I'm excited to get some reading in. It has been a crazy couple of days. So I work for Starbucks, and they have had a leadership experience on the strip for the last 3 days. They flew in every single manager all the way up to the CEO from the United States and Canada into Las Vegas. And we've been doing like 17-hour days for the last couple days. So I am pretty exhausted, but also had a pretty good time. Last night, we got a really special surprise. They shut down Raider Stadium and had a private concert with Bruno Mars for all of the staff. So that was the end of my night last night, which was pretty cool. And then this morning, had stuff to take care of. So it's been a whirlwind the last few days. I think I've worked something like 50 hours in 3 days. So you can imagine quite a bit. But here I am now, and I am feeling good. Happy to have the next couple days off to recharge and excited to get into the books. So for my books, today I am going to be working both on the Queer Book of Revelation and The Bones Beneath My Skin. I started these on my last reading sprints last week. This was a book that I got in South Africa. The author's name is Sia Khumalo. This is not a book or an author I was familiar with. It sounded really interesting. It's like a dystopian fiction, and it has to do with AI and like feelings and all that kind of stuff. And then The Bones Beneath My Skin by TJ Klune. This is Klune's newest release. I really enjoy Klune as an author, so I am excited to make a little more progress. I think last week I read more of this book, and I just read like one chapter from this one. But hopefully today we'll get through a little bit of each. If you're just popping in, feel free to say hello. Let me know what you're going to be reading. And then for beverages, no coffee today because it's a little later in the afternoon. I did have coffee this morning as I was at a Starbucks convention, so can't not have coffee, right? So I'm just doing some black cherry seltzer water today. I'm trying to rehydrate after these crazy days over the last few days. Hey, cleaning and sprint hopping, lol. Hey, welcome in. I need to buckle down and finish 2 books by Sunday. Okay, what books are we trying to finish? Today I'll be reading Where Dreams Descend by Janelle Angelis. Let me check that out. I'm not sure I've heard of that one before. Whenever somebody mentions a book that I am unfamiliar with, I always like to look it up because I end up putting more books on my TBR. Dreams Descend. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, so this looks like it is the first book in a series about a circus. Okay, sounds really interesting. Are you liking it so far? Hi, I'm reading As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow. Oh my gosh, that's like one of my all-time favorite books. So good. Brutal, really sad, but such a great read. I hope that you enjoy it. Smiley face. Love the title of that one, Rochelle. Gonna look it up. Oh, that one, I read that, I think, was it last year? The year before, 2023. And it was, I think, my second favorite book of the entire year. I think the only book that I liked better than that one was Chain Gang All-Stars. And it was like a very, very close tie, basically. I gave the edge to Chain Gang All-Stars because it just was like a little bit more relevant to where I was in my personal life and like what was going on around me versus like As Long as the Lemon Trees Grow was more like about a situation halfway around the world. And so just because of the like timeliness, I guess, of Chain Gang All-Stars, I gave it the higher rating, but honestly, both of them were like practically tied for my 2 favorites. That one is fantastic. And I was really excited as well because Scott from Gunpowder Fiction and Plot, he does a video at the beginning of every year where he reads like 25 books recommended to him by his 25 favorite booktubers. And he picked my recommendation for As Long as Lemon Trees Grow. And he also ranked it really high. I think it was like maybe his 3rd favorite book on that list. So really solid, highly recommend it, but it is a very sad and brutal book. I'm enjoying it, about 25 pages in. Cool. Awesome. Okay, let me get my normal we'll message up for reading sprints, and then we'll get settled into a timer and everything and get going with these reading sprints. There. If you are just joining. All right. We have our away message. Put this back up here. Luna's down by my feet for now, but she may jump up. She's been really charged up because I've been away since Monday. And so I just got home and she's like, woohoo, you're back, yay. So she was doing Zoomies just a couple minutes ago, and now she's kind of conked out a little bit, but I'm sure in a few minutes she'll try to jump up in my lap. Okay. So let me get a timer set up and then we can get started. And then, yeah, if you are popping in, feel free to say hello. Let me know what you're reading, whatever else you feel like you want to say in the chat. All right, so we'll start. Dogs, yeah. All right, so we'll start with 15 minutes. I have that on my timer here, and I will see you guys at the end of it. Hopefully we all make good progress. Okay. Oh, not the 15-minute alarm. Sorry about that. Different alarm. All right, there's our first reading sprint. Oh, lots of people. Hello, everyone. Hey, Donna, how are you doing today? Welcome in. Lily says hi, Donna. Donna says hello, Lily. Hello, I'm currently reading The Ghostwriter by Julie Clark as part of a buddy read with your mom. Awesome. How are you liking it so far, Cynthia? This book, I'm not sure about. I'm having a hard time with it. I like the overall concept, but it feels very above my head, honestly. I love sci-fi, but I think sometimes sci-fi can be a little inaccessible when authors get a little too focused on making it too techy. And I feel like this might be the case with this. It's like very literary, but also like very techy and discussing like high science concepts and stuff like that. And so I'm hoping it's going to settle down a little bit as we get further into the narrative. I'm only like 47 pages in. So that could be the case that it'll just kind of chill out eventually. Has everyone made some progress? Anyone else want to pop in and say hello? Now's a good time. Oh, hello, Luna. Hello. Did I disturb you by starting to talk again? You want to come up? Come in. Oh, here we go. Say hi. Come here. Oh. Ah, you're standing on my leg. Come here. Over here. Say hi. Look. Say hi. Can you say hi? No? Say hello. Luna, say hello. Look over here. Okay. I know. She's like wound up because I've been gone for 4 days. So she's like, Mom, you're home. Oh, thank you for the kisses. Okay. I read 10 pages. Hey, okay, thank you. I decided to sing to my favorite song that round. That's okay. Good to have fun. Luna, settle down, please. I'm really enjoying it. It's a great mystery. Oh, yeah. Doesn't feel like because she's a 60-pound bowling ball stomping all over me at the moment. Hopefully she'll settle down in a minute. Can you settle down? I know it's exciting, but let's be a good girl. Can we be a good girl? There we go. That's better. I finished a chapter. Hi, Luna. Luna's going to hang out with us. Oh, yeah. All right. Let me set that next timer. Maybe if we get into our reading, I can get this one to calm down. Oh, I need to get a computer charger. Can you jump down, please? Down you go. We'll try this again in a second. Okay, I'm going to grab this computer charger real quick, and then I will start this next sprint. All right, got the computer plugged in. Crisis averted. Oh, thank you for bringing me your toy. Now we're going to have to play for a minute. Oh, so much excitement. Let me get this alarm set up. All right. 15 minutes are on the clock. I will see you at the end. Come on. You want to come up? Come on. Okay. Settle down. Settle down. If you want to be up here, you have to settle down, okay? If you want to be up here, you have to settle down. There you go. Settle down. Drop it. No. Drop it. Drop it. Luna. What? What? Mm-hmm. What's up? What? Can I help you? What's the matter? What's the matter? Hold on. What? Settle down, please. Settle down, please. Settle down. Settle down. I know you're very excited, but you need to settle. Hey, settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Settle down. Lay down. Okay. There's the end of that reading sprint. Down you go. Down, Luna. Down. Okay. So I got to page 55 on this book. I'm still really struggling with this one, honestly. It just stays really techy. I'm just not sure. Not sure if I'm going to like this one or not. I have to go and close my bookstore. See y'all next time. Thanks for stopping in, Donna. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And Elizabeth, I just joined in and I'm finally reading Martyr. One exclamation point from the title, the other from my excitement. Lol. I am excited for you. That is high up on my list of books to read. I picked up that book, I want to say maybe a year ago, and it's been sitting on my shelves, but it's one that I'm really excited about getting to. I have it sitting on my TBR at the moment, actually. So, yeah, I think I'm going to give this one a break for today. I did make some progress. I think I read about 20 pages in this book, but I'm just not sure that I love the concept of this so far. It's a shame because I brought it all the way home from South Africa. So hopefully a little further in it will pick up a little more. But I don't know. Sci-fi is like that sometimes, you know? Sometimes it's like sci-fi that's approachable, and sometimes it's so high concept that unless you understand science a lot more, it just doesn't work. And I think that might be the direction this is going. It's describing all these complex systems and thoughts and things, and I'm not sure that I get all of it. So we'll try some TJ Klune for a while and see how that goes instead. I've been hearing kind of mixed reviews of this book. Some people seem to like it, others not so much. I heard it's like quite a bit different than Klune's usual style. I'm only on page 13 so far, so it's kind of hard to judge. But let's see if we can make some progress on this today. So let me go ahead and set up that next 15-minute sprint. Ooh, it's already 3 o'clock. So probably sprint today until about 3:30, 3:45, and then we'll go from there. All right, 15 minutes on the clock. I will see you guys then. there's the end of that sprint. All right, I've made a little bit of progress on beneath the bones beneath my skin. Made it to page 21, so about 9 pages in that sprint. Not too bad. I got up to get myself a little snack because in my rushing around today, I realized I didn't have lunch or breakfast. So I just figured I'd get myself a little something to munch on while we go into our next sprint. I see that some new people are popping in, so feel free to say hello. Let us know what book you're going to be reading, what's going on with you. Yeah, I'm not unhappy with my progress so far. I got about 22 pages in the other book done, and now I'm about 9 pages up in my TJ Klune book. Luna is kind of driving me a little bit nuts, to be honest, though. I know she's just really excited because I've been gone for a while, but she keeps like bumping my feet and jumping up on me. And like I'm wearing shorts at the moment, so she keeps like accidentally clawing my legs and stuff. So I think after these sprints, I'm going to definitely have to take her out for a good long walk to try to burn off some energy. The only problem is it's like 100 degrees here today. And so I'm not sure when this walk to burn off energy is going to happen. I'm probably going to have to wait till like later in the evening. Let's see. Yeah, it's exactly 104 degrees at the moment, which is like hot enough to burn her paws. So I'll probably have to be like late tonight. But yeah, she's just got a ton of energy to burn off this morning. Ugh. Made the mistake of looking at the weather and it's like up to 110 by next Thursday. It's so miserable. Trisha, hey Caitlin, I'm just trying to read while cooking dinner. I'm reading 1,000 Splendid Suns. That's a fantastic book. What are you cooking for dinner? I'm here on the West Coast time, so I'm going to probably be cooking dinner shortly after I finish this. I am on page 207, making good progress. Ugh, too hot. Yes, it is too hot. Honestly, it was so nice a couple weeks ago. It would get up to like 80, 85 during the middle of the day. So like in the mornings and the evenings, be in the 70s. It would be perfect. But yeah, you know, this is Las Vegas, unfortunately. So yeah, dinner. I'm going to be cooking, probably shortly after these sprints end. Making a quiche. Ooh, nice. I haven't had a quiche in a long time. That doesn't sound bad at all. I'm making tonight like shrimp and corn saute kind of a dish that I make. So it's like I take the fresh corn off of the corn on the cob, and then I dice up bell peppers, zucchini, leeks, onions, and a little bit of Swiss chard, and I kind of like braise that all down with some chicken broth and a little bit of white wine and some seasonings. I usually put like Cajun seasoning in it and some thyme. I like it a little bit spicy, some chili flakes and stuff. And then once that's like all cooked and delicious and had time to kind of meld, then I add the shrimps in and just cook them until they're done. And I usually serve it over rice. Usually too, at the very, very end, I'll whip in just a tiny little bit of butter, like a tablespoon into the sauce to just like richen it up a little bit. Yum, that sounds delicious. Yeah, it's not bad. It's like a pretty quick cooking dish. I want to say it takes me about 30, 45 minutes to make, which is great for like a weeknight dinner. And it's really flavorful. It kind of, it's like a play on like a corn makshu. And then I add in like the shrimp and I make it just slightly more brothy. So like when you pour it over the rice, it like soaks up all that sauce and everything. So I like that. That sounds tasty. Would veggie broth work? Yeah, you could definitely do it with veggie broth. It's a pretty easy recipe too. So it'd be something you'd be able to make at home pretty easily. I think I've actually told Dad this recipe before because I think it would be something you guys would both really like. So yeah, that's what I'm making tonight. Oz is going to pick up some stuff on the way home because I've been at this work conference for 4 days. So like life is all discombobulated. Usually we would have done groceries and then like planned out a menu for the week. But because I was gone, we didn't get that stuff done. And so I was like, oh, what do I have? I have most of the stuff for this. So he said that he would pick up some zucchini and chicken broth and a few things for me on the way home so that I can make this tonight. So yeah, just a little snack for now. So let's go ahead and set up that next 15-minute sprint. And then after this 15-minute sprint, we'll assess whether everybody wants to do another sprint or we're like at a place where everybody's good. So let's see, 3:20 right now. So yeah, we're going to run 15 minutes. So probably around 3:45, we'll see if everybody wants to hang for one more sprint. If we do, we could run one more. And if not, then we can end it there and it's all good. So I've got 15 minutes on the clock. Hope you have your snacks, drinks, books, all of that. And then I will see you as soon as the timer goes off. There's the end of that sprint. All right. Paperbacks and ponytails. Hello, I'm glad I found your sprints. I'm reading a clean mafia romance called Dark Endures by Aurora Noir. Awesome. Sounds fun. So on that sprint, I made it through to page 35. So about 14 pages of progress. That's good. Hopefully everyone else is doing well. I just wanted to check in. I know we have some new people, see how everybody is feeling about another round of sprints, or if we're kind of like at the end of this. I'm Katie. Hello, Katie. Nice to meet you. I'm Caitlin. So yeah, just let me know if you want another sprint. I know we've been going for a little bit of time here. I have time for probably one more, so I'm okay with that if everyone else is up for it too. Actually, at kind of an interesting point in the book anyway, so I wouldn't mind reading a little bit more. Let's see. I'm hoping to get some writing done in my novel as well tonight. I wouldn't mind another sprint. Okay, cool. I'm making progress. Yes, I'm in for another sprint. This is a great time since my son is napping. Perfect. Trisha, I'm up for one more. Awesome. So we got people sticking around. So I will set another 15 minutes on this timer. And then probably after this one, I will have to go get started making dinner and getting on with my evening. I can do another sprint. Perfect. Sounds like everybody is sticking around for one more. So let me just get that set up. All right, 15 minutes are on the clock. I will see you guys at the end of those 15 minutes. Oh. Elizabeth also said I'd like another if you're up for it. I'm here. So let me restart that timer real quick. All right, 15 minutes are on the clock. I will see everybody at the end of it, and then we'll say bye and wrap everything up.
What? Whatever you do. Down you go. Down you go.
All right. There's the end of that sprint. I made it to page 51 in this book today, which is great. That's a good 30 pages of progress. This is starting to get interesting. Excuse me, Luna. Thank you for your input. I feel like I've met all the characters and the story is set up now. And so I feel like it's going to start moving a lot more quickly. So hopefully this will continue in a good vein. Luna here is very anxious for this to end as well, so I can take her downstairs for a bathroom break. She's been like whining at my feet and pawing at me and stuff. I don't know if you can see and or hear. I know her face pops in and out, but yeah, she's like, Mom, come on. I know you've been gone for 4 days, but we need to get back into our routine. Do you want to come up and say goodbye? Come on. Oh, come here. There we go. All right, so I will go ahead and end my sprints here. Thank you, everyone that popped in, said hello, read with us. Okay, Luna, thank you. I'm going to settle down, please. I'm going to have a sprint up next week. Next week is my birthday week, and I'm traveling to San Diego. So I have to figure out a good time for the sprint on Thursday. But we will be for sure having one. Get down. Good. We may actually even try to do the sprint from an interesting location. I'm going to be on Thursday going out with my mom to go book shopping and do some fun stuff. And so we'll figure out where to host the sprint along the way. So I look forward to seeing everybody next week for sprints. And thank you so much for everyone that stopped in. It was so nice to see some new faces and get to chat with some new people. Let's see. I finished one more chapter. Have a good night. Bye, Luna. Bye. Thanks for the sprint. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate everybody stopping in. Thanks for the sprint. Thank you for stopping in, Cynthia. I will see you guys all next Thursday. And then for the last week in June, I am unable to host a sprint on Thursday, so I'm thinking about doing it on a different day of the week. I just have to decide when, and I will get that posted very soon. So thank you, everyone. See you around soon. Bye.